Hey guys, what's going on? Happy Wednesday night, and thank you guys for being here. I'm going to let everybody join the discussion or the demonstration here, and we'll get started tonight. But thank you guys for taking the time to jump in. I hope you have time to stay. Stay as long as you want. I'm going to do, I got a little variety tonight, and I'm excited about tonight because I've been working on some new stuff, and not just card stuff. I've been working on some new product stuff. All right, so I'm excited to show you guys kind of like behind the scenes. I'm always like working on cards and stuff, but the one of my favorite parts is developing cool products for common issues. So I'm going to show you guys a couple things I've been working on tonight, and we got a cool variety of cards too, guys. Hey Ben, good to see you guys. Big City Collectibles, what's up? I hope you guys are having a good evening, man. Happy early spring, almost summer to everybody. What's up to all the parents out there that hopefully your kids are getting out of school soon and you can get like a little bit more freedom of the schedule. Oh, you're welcome, Ed. Anytime, man. You guys know me. I'm always going to answer. Freaking love you guys, man. Baddie, the bad card, the take me back to Pallet Town, my homie. What's up, you guys? I'm glad you guys are here tonight. We'll have fun. So, look at this. Do you guys love this? I do. I don't know what that is, but this is, and look at it's all wobbly. I got a whole box of 1960s and 70s cards that were and 50s that were non-sports, like Davy Crockett, Elvis, Batman, all that stuff. Look at the back. I was, before you guys got here, I was fiddling around with it. So I was using my brush to get as much crummy crap off I could. And now I got as far as I could. I think it's like dirt, literally dirt. These were in a big box with a bunch of crap in them. What's up, Denver? Pat, good to see you, Patrick. Michelle, how are you, dear? Good to see you too. I'm happy to see you guys. Thanks for being here. And hopefully we can have fun tonight. I can teach you something. And this one, I love it says, let's go. It reminds me of Tom Brady. I love Tom Brady. So, they made it so famous for Tom always screaming, let's go. So there's the original, let's go. Batman and Robin. I like that. And then, you guys, I'm working on a Pokemon card. I'm doing cycles. I want to talk about card spray tonight. When to use more. I want to talk about, let me turn this thing around. I feel like I'm staring at the, what do you call it? The back of my hands. I can talk to you guys. Sometimes I'll join. I'll be on the camera for a minute. But happy Wednesday, you guys. So for those of you that have never been here before, I'm Kurt. My company's Kurt's Card Care. And on Wednesday nights, I like to take time to work on cards live. Because during the week and everything, I can put photos up before and afters, quick descriptions and stuff like that. But I do think sometimes we'll have such a nice turnaround that sometimes people that would love to work on cards have never done it before. And then they'll see the turnaround and they're like, oh, I can't do that. Or it's fake. That's BS. That ain't real. Or I don't have the skill set. So on Wednesday nights, this is just come over and hang out, man. The door's open. Come on in. You know what I mean? And it's not edited. I'm a one-man crew. And we'll jump into taking care of our fun little card collection. Something I've done my whole life, man. Something I really enjoy doing. And it's really special to be able to do it on a platform like this. I could never usually even get people to pay attention to card care years ago. And now I get to do it. And people from all over the collecting sphere get to watch. So I appreciate that, you guys. Thank you. And I hope everybody's having a good week, man. If anybody needs good vibes or anything like that, sending them your way right now. But let's send the good vibes to these cards because we got that tonight. Then we're gonna come in on the middle of a project. I want to talk to you guys about keeping your Pokemon cards flat, getting dents out of them, keeping them flat, getting dents out of them, and not getting lizard skin on them. You can get a dent out of a Pokemon card without making it look like a Charizard. That's the goal for tonight. We're going to do that tonight. We're going to talk about that. And then, you guys, something that I've been, being that I've collected cards forever, I'm totally aware of more and more, factory issues, like stuff that is hard to even do anything with, like scratch wise is what I'm talking about. What's up, you guys? I'm happy everybody's here. Good to see everybody. So what I've been doing, you guys, like what I have here is behind the scenes. I'm always engineering little products and stuff like that. And I've never been super, I've never been really happy with scratch removers for cards, not cars, cards, because it's usually automotive. And usually the composition is a little too rough and it will mess up cards. I love the concept of being able to like take out a imperfection or a little line or something small, you know what I mean? Like if you got a big old gouge in a card, you're not going to like make that go away, but like the light stuff, you know what I'm talking about? So like for years, I think everybody's used like a Scratch X or a Meguiar's, which I love those companies for my truck and my car. But when it comes to the surfaces of these, since I'm like the card guy and people send me card pictures every day, a lot of people end up cooking cards with like Meguiar's or something to try to get a scratch out. So like, I hear you guys, I hear you. And I know card scratches suck, and that's why you'll hear me say a lot of times, that's why you'll hear me say like a lot of them are permanent, because you don't want to like cut off your nose to save your face, right? But what if there was a way to get like light stuff out? I'm talking light superficial stuff out a little bit better, but not hurt the card. That's what I've been working on. That's what I've been working on. So I figure like instead of do a show for you guys with some stuff and then turn off the camera and get back to what I'm working on, like I'll just let you guys in on it. You know what I mean? Let's just do it together. That's what I'm working on. So I've been working on this or this for like a long time. And I like to test and I like to go crazy and I like to put myself through a bunch of, what ifs, because you guys are awesome and you trust me. So I take that seriously. You know what I mean? 1 year sober in June. Good job, dude. Humboldt Valley and any of my friends out there, man. Since we're all humans watching this, there might be some bots watching it, but for the humans watching it, every single one of us has hurts, habits, and hangups. You know what I mean? And if any of those are destructive or addictions, I'll tell you guys, like putting down alcohol, stop drinking, stop doing that almost 7 years ago now, changed my life. And I'll tell you guys, if you're struggling with any substances, gambling, just behavior that sucks, I'll tell you, man, just, put your rudder in the water and steer. And Eddie, I'm drinking a beer right now. Eddie, I want you to enjoy every bit of that beer. But the problem is when it's a problem, you know what I mean? That's when it's a problem, you know what I mean? So I do talk to a lot of people on my channel about addiction and about getting over stuff like that, you know what I mean? So like, I dig that, and it does a lot of that, addiction is a son of a bitch, you guys. So like if anybody's dealing with it or going through it or thinking about taking that next step and like getting on the other side of it, man, prayers to you, and you can do it. And getting sober helped me focus a lot more, helped me run a business that has customers all over the world and makes me work morning to night 8 days a week. I couldn't do that fucked up. I'll tell you that. Couldn't do it. I was too selfish. But now, life is good. So let's make these cards look good. And thank you guys. I won't keep preaching at you. Let's get these things going. But I sincerely care about you guys. I talk to my card community more than most communities. So I'll try to make a dent where I'm sent. But let me, we're going to get to all this fun stuff. Let me turn this thing around. So what I'm thinking, you guys, is we're going to have to take Batman and Robin to the hot tub time machine. Okay. So they're going to have to go there. But what I want to do first, my friends, is I want to try to get as much of this dirty surface taken care of, because I think I could just probably put the whole thing in the card spray, which I'll probably have to do. And I just might do that. I think I'm gonna try to wipe this front down. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to wipe this front down first because I just still see some stuff on it. So like what I did earlier, you guys, I try not to start without you, but there's times where I just can't freaking help it when I want to touch stuff. So like I've been doing this like little brushes on here because I feel like this is like it's like a dirty substance. And I just was trying to get it off as much as I can. So, do you see that? See that right there? Like, look at this. It's dirty, is what it is. And a dry clean like this is totally cool, you guys. If you've never done like a dry clean before, it's helpful when you have like buildup and stuff like that. So I try to get as much buildup off of it as I can. But the cards, I'm going to have to soak this card because this stuff, if you guys can see, is soaked into it. There's like a circle, you know, and then there's stuff cooked in there. And I was looking at this. I think that like, it looks like blue ink. So I don't even know if that will come out. It's fun though to try, man. And I'm glad you guys are here. So we'll give it a shot. But I just want to try to wipe the surface clean the best I can before doing a card soak. I just think that that's always a good practice. And I'm going to do it in a simple way. Just a cotton with some card spray. I just did like 3 little mists on it if you guys could hear it. All right, so I'm just looking for something to put my hand on. I need a penny sleeve, you guys, so pardon me. All this stuff is like right around me, but it's like when it's showtime, I can never remember where anything's at. Okay. Step 1, try to get whatever lingering dirt is. I have not done this yet. All I did when you guys weren't here was try to brush some of the crap off of it, okay? Well, that was good. There was like a big grody thing above the moon. And I would suggest you guys, when you do this, just wipe in one direction. Don't drive all over it because look at that. Hey Matt, I can talk to you while I'm cleaning. Matt asked, have I ever seen a weird texture on an older Gretzky Lemieux rookie card after soaking? Now on the OPC, it's like kind of quilted. It has like a quilty pattern, but the Topps one is not. It's pretty standard. So I haven't had like a I couldn't, you know, I have the whole set of the 79-80 Topps and OPC, and I got the Gretzky rookies, and I've definitely soaked the heck out of them, but I haven't had any like weirdness. Maybe you can show me a picture if you want afterwards. I'll always take a look for you. But it's usually like the key of drying a card, you guys, and we're gonna have to get this one wet tonight. Yeah, Holy Dirty Batman is right. Great. That's the comment, Mark. I'd like that. It is dirty. It helped a little bit. It's a very dirty card. Let me show you guys what I'm seeing. I need better light. Okay, bear with me, guys. And I kind of got the dirt off, but there's like a bunch of crap buildup on it. It looks like wax to me. I'm assuming that these were in wax packs. I've never opened one of these packs personally, so I don't even know how they came. I'm assuming in packs because look, I got like a wax stain on the moon area. Want to find out? If you guys have wax stains on cards, use card polish. Yeah, do Pat. Now, Pat, you're you guys when I think it was Matt asked about, I think it was Matt or Matthew asked about the texture. Patrick is a fantastic hockey guy, and Pat, you're right. You got to do a long, slow dry on the old OPCs. Long, slow dry. Don't ever let if you guys are drying a card, always keep it between the pads and plates until it's dry. Like this one, I'm gonna have to use a chamois on the back. Here's what I'm trying to see, my friends. If you guys can see it, I think you can. I hope you can. Look like by Batman's face and stuff. You guys see all that? Yeah, there it is. There's a bunch of junk in it. So I'm just using card polish because whether it's the back of old basketball cards or vintage sports cards or Batman cards, if they have old wax residue on them, I know you guys, that stuff can be a pain in the butt to get off. And you never want to pick at it or use a microfiber. I used to just use nylons, like pantyhose material. But I would often, man, sometimes this stuff is cooked down there so much that I would have to use, I'd get little swirl marks on it, and it like tweaked me. And then I was like, I need to try card polish on this. You know, it makes sense. It should just break it down. And sure enough, it does. Just like it did. Watch this. Let me show you guys this. So those marks like on Batman, look above Batman's shoulder. It was like those residue lines. Now let's go over here. Look at that. I know we got a long ways to go, but that's good. Now you see that. So look, my friends, right here. I'm going to try to see if I'm going to clean the rest of the surface, and then we'll soak it and get all the back of it clean, hopefully. And once again, I just want to say thanks, you guys, for taking the time. I know Instagram / the internet's a cool place. There's a lot of stuff to watch. So thanks for parking it with me here. I promise to always try to teach you something cool, something you can easy to do and practical to do. All right. So right now I am trying to get, God, you guys, the front of this looks freaking rad already. Like, hold on. I want to show you. I'm glad you came over for this one because it's looking good. I think I might even have to open up the damn computer and show you before and after already. That's it. I'm excited. Sit still. None of you go anywhere. Stay right there. I got to show you something. This is great. I got a bunch of these too. That are all dirty. I got like the whole set. So let me show you something. Yo, I am happy to catch up with any of the principals this week. You're the best, man. I appreciate it. I gave all my principals a hard time when I was a student, so it's only in good karma to be nice to all the teachers and principals I get to meet in my life now, because God bless you guys for all the stuff you guys got to do. Denver, thank you, man. Look at, can I show you guys something? This is so kick-ass. Ready? Look at the borders. Now, you'll see the damp line is because I put card polish on it. It's just damp. That's no big deal. But look at this. CJ, I knew it was you, brother. I knew it was you. Look at that. And then, look at this. I'll show you guys something. Look at that. That is freaking awesome. I am so happy that I had this card to do. Look at this. Now, dude, the back's just got to do the front. It's not even in bad condition. I got a dent. I mean, the corners and stuff are blown out, but like there's no wrinkle really or crease, I don't think. Now that's the problem. So let's get going. Holy crap, Batman is right. Wouldn't that be sweet if we can get the back clean? But here's the problem I'm seeing. It looks like somebody colored in his hands and his hat, or in his like mask, and then the end there. Whatever. I mean, whatever. Who cares? It'll be fun if it works. I got the whole box of these cards for like next to nothing, and they were all beat up, but they were all cool. Hot Tub Time Machine. Here we go. So, you guys, what Hot Tub Time Machine is a freaking movie that I love. And if you haven't watched it, trust me, it's like freaking fantastic. It's probably considered one of the greatest movies of all time. But for tonight's purposes, so this year, this card, we're gonna go back. We're gonna take this card is from, I think, what, 1963, right, guys? So we're gonna clean it up. So we're gonna dial the Hot Tub Time Machine to make these guys look a little more fresh and clean. And I want to try to I'm gonna soak it this way. So it's card spray, and Ooh, you guys see the big circle in it already? Look at, you can tell where the stain is. It's like two different colors. So what I want to do, and if you guys are new and watching this and going, what the hell is this guy doing? I'll show you what I'm doing. It is this. It's card spray, and it's just a little soaking tray. And then I just want to let that thing sit, you guys. I don't, you know those stains and stuff we got on there? I don't want to start touching them. Let's let them chill out. Let's let it hang out. The hot tub time machine has to start working now. All right, and I'm just going to put this little lid on. You guys see I use the same stuff over and over, but this just keeps like the top on the pot. All right, so that's it. Jill, what's up, girl? You know it's fun, like when you got all your card buddies watching your show, you know, like people learning, your staff was watching your show. You guys are the freaking best, man. So now, if you guys can stick with me for a second, now I gotta talk to you here for a second. Oh, let me turn off some of these lights. A little bright. Okay, so now let me share a couple things with you. That was bright. Hold on, I need something to drink. I looked up to the monitor to answer the questions, and I was like, oh man, I was blinded. I looked right into my lights. Get good lights. As you guys see, like when you do a show like this, I can't be like having some dodgy lighting. I got to show you everything I'm seeing so you guys can replicate all this stuff, you know, but pardon 1 second. Okay, so then let's move on here. Let me tell you what we got going on here. Pokemon lovers, collectors, Pokemon Dent fixers, you can do it. And I want to tell you a couple things. Not every Pokemon card is made out of the same material. Like, welcome to a sport. Like, if there's some people that are big into TCG, or just in one style of TCG, just collect Pokemon, or all TCG and no sports, or there's people that collect a variety. Sports card care, I think all of it's pretty easy once you kind of get it down. But sports card care, there's a lot of different cards, a lot of different materials, yada, yada, yada. TCG, one thing that's consistent is that they're all plastic, right? They're all a gaming card. And which that means is good. They're durable. They can be worked with, but you got to respect them, man. You can't go too far with them and expect them to come back. Like for years, I would say that the stuff I know how to do now, I used to say it was, I hate to say the word impossible, but I would say it's probably not going to work out because I was using too much card spray on the pads and plates, or I was trying to soak a Pokemon card. You guys can soak a Pokemon card, and you can dry it, and you can dry it flat, but it's going to have lizard skin on the back, and it's just usually going to like look off. It's just not going to look right. Now, with that said, I'm sure there's somebody in the world that could do it like amazing. Someone's a Picasso at it, I'm sure. You know what I mean? But for, let's just say my standard, and practical, where I can't sit and spend 100 hours per card, it's something you want to see some decent results with and do a nice job with and, keep on rolling. With that said, predicated on that, you guys, I think that I want to stress this again. Here's what I call a cycle. So we'll start with, I want to show you a picture if that's cool with you guys, because you know me, Mr. Before and After, I got to do visuals for you guys, or helps me kind of process too. So let me show you something. Okay, so easy to see, we have like a big, that's a mountain. Okay, guys, it's not a valley, that's a mountain. And then there's the valley. Okay, so there's the mountain, there's the valley, and I think that's all I had on this one. No, actually, I have a little light crease on it, which I probably still do have a little light crease on it. But I'm going to show you guys just so we're on the same page, because Wednesday Night Live, man, is like coming over to my house and hanging out. And meaning sometimes it's a little clunky, and sometimes I'm not always prepared, but I'm happy you're here, okay? That's what it's like being a friend of mine. I'm happy you're here. I might have forgot to get food. I might have forgot what time you're coming over. But when you're here, I'm happy. I'm happy you're here. So that's what I'm looking for right now. But okay, I found it. So let me show you something. Okay. Then it also has a crease mark. Okay. That's what I'm dealing with. So here's what I did last night. It's probably backwards. So I'll read it to you. 8:41 p.m. last night. Okay. So 8:41 last night. Just started with the card. I made a video too, so I'm going to make this video because I wanted to make it a little bit. Sometimes I get excited to make these little fast videos where it's like, check out how I can make a dent come out. Give me a like, you know. Then I got to tell myself, chill out, dude. People want to learn how to do this. Chill out. So pumping the brakes. I'm going to make a standards because once you know how to just do this simple stuff, I see I love card care videos, but I see people all over the world on fire with card care now. And there's a lot of information out there, you know? So like, and I'm sure it's all good information, but sometimes it can kind of like make you think, do I got to do 20 things to get a dent out of a card? No, I hope not. You know, that'd be way too much. So like last night, 8:41 p.m., got my pads and plates and my card spray. And I did 3 mists of card spray on each pad. I also put the card face down on one of my card pads, put a penny sleeve over the back. I gently massaged the back of it. Try to push that mountain down a little bit. Didn't really want to move a lot. I have this on video. I'm going to show it to you. Not tonight. I'm going to make a full video. But I, summarizing, wouldn't budge a lot because it was hard to move. So I just said, chill. Sprayed the pads, held it. This morning, I woke up and I checked on it after I woke up. About 12 hours later, I looked at it like this morning, right around 9 o'clock this morning, I looked at it. It did not change a lot, but it was starting to look a little bit like it was moving. Now, again, I don't want a curved card and I don't want lizard skin and I don't want a dent. Those are the non-negotiables here, or I don't even want to do this stuff. So then this morning, I got one of my little detail Q-tips out. Let me show you. One of these, did a little snail trail over the problem areas, misted each pad again and closed it. This morning, 1 cycle was done. This morning, the pads were dry, the card was dry. I could have taken the card out this morning and just put it back and it would have stayed that way because it was cured and flat. Now, it's 12 hours later. So let's look at it. And even though I could have peeked before the show, I didn't because I wanted to look at it with you guys. So let's see where the heck we're at, because the more reality I can keep this, the better for all of us, you know? So thank you guys for watching the long version. But let me turn this thing around. Now, right now, spray last night, spray this morning. So we're at the end of our 2nd cycle. Let's take a look at this thing and we'll see how it looks, all right? Okay, end of our 2nd cycle. All right, let's just, yes, now we're getting some movement. So let me show you something. Remember what I wanted? Flat. I didn't want any lizard skin. And we're starting to get the dent out. Look at this. Now we're moving. All right, so let me show you guys where we started. So I don't want to keep this, let me feel it. The pads, totally dry. Totally dry. The card is doesn't feel, it's maybe a tiny bit soft, maybe, but not really. Hear it? I mean, it's regular feeling card right now. But now I want to show you guys again where we started. Now this was just 24-ish, well, a little over 24 hours ago. But look, this was last night. Let me show you again. And I want you to look at the texture. See the texture around the big giant dent? It's got that kind of like, has a little bit of a grit to it. I don't want to mess that up. So now look. getting that thing out, man. Wrinkles, they're still in there a bit. They're tough. So let's do another round. Now I want to look at the back real quick too, you guys. I like to look at my before and after pictures so I can just kind of see the progress. So there was the back. Where's my magnet thing? Dang, I think the back is almost like fixed. And that's key, you guys, because like that's the thing. It's like I hate the weird texture, and these older ones have more of a texture. That's why I'm showing you that. Like that's pre-texture, and then there's post-texture. It actually even looks better right now, I think, than it did before. Kind of like tightened it all up. But let's keep going because I expect this one to have like a full turnaround. It looks like it has the ability, you know. So here's the next round. Get your card out of the way. And now I want to do this. I want to show you. I know it's so basic, you guys, but that's like sometimes basic things are the easiest things to not do right because there's not a ton of moving parts. It's like one little, if there's only 3 variables and you get one of them off, it's you know, you're going to mess it up, or it's just not going to be the same exact, you know, not what you're aiming for, I guess. So watch this. I try to do this where you guys can see. It's kind of hard, but like I do like 12, 15 inches away. Just 3 little light mists like that. Nothing compounding on there. Because here's the key part about waiting until the next cycle. If you keep compounding moisture on your Pokemon cards, you're going to get that funky, odd texture. And what I'm doing right now, you guys, I'm just filling up a detail Q-tip with card spray because I want to treat the, see, and look at you guys, like, see, we've had this card out, right? And you see how much dent came out in one day. It's not twisting, it's not curling, it's not hitting the air and getting all squirrely because we're taking it simple. We're keeping it easy. And we're going to just do a little bit, like I said, a snail trail, I call it. And then let's do a snail trail right there. And I put mist already on there. Let's close that one up. I want to do the back as well. And that's it. That's the magic recipe, you guys, that I have. That's how I do every single Pokemon card. Like, seriously, that's it. That's the thing. And I've never done anything really ever different with all the cool cards I've been able to share with you guys and like celebrate with you. And like not everything works, I can tell you that, you know. It's like I'll try to make videos every day if I can, and sometimes I can just get stuff to improve a little bit, sometimes a lot, sometimes not at all. But usually like the more you know what to look for, you'll kind of see those injuries on cards over and over. So now I'm going to hold this. I didn't miss the tool. I sprayed, that's such a good thing. I sprayed 2 sprays back here on my table, and I soaked the Q-tip in it. And then I just treated the trouble areas locally, and I held it. That's it. And I bet you guys, like, I could go leave out of town and leave this like this for a week. It's fine. Nothing's going to happen to it. I'll come back and I'll have a super nice looking card without a wrinkle and a dent in it anymore, and the texture is tightened up. So it's even like if you can nail this, you can even get the texture to look better than it did, you know. Not always, but at least, you know, for those of you that like this kind of stuff, you know, it's always fun to like the next project, you know. It's always time to do the next one. So that's it. Don't think about buying more stuff, I think, or more add-ons, or I need this, or I need this, or I need this. Break it down, man. The best damn songs in the world are 3 chords, you know. Like, I could have 1,000 tools in here, but like if I just need these 3, the rest is just like for show, you know what I mean? And I like being thrifty. I like being able to do stuff minimally, and minimal, cool effort, big result. So that's this one. Now, let me grab a question, you guys. Then I want to show you, I want to turn it around. I'm going to show you some of this stuff. All right. So I'm working on some new projects and some new products. And I'll explain that here in a second. Let me just check on our Batman card, if you guys don't mind. I just want to take a look real quick. Well, the card spray is dirty, so that means it's doing something. I would never take it out without you guys. So we'll look at it together. It's like the unveiling, all right? So heavy creases, Mr. Freeze, are, and thank you for the question. Heavy creases are easier to come out of paper cards. Heavy creases on gaming cards or like plastic modern cards. Anything could be possible, but a lot more challenging. You guys, I have a on my. Can I show you guys something? Sorry, I keep on like bouncing around here, but I didn't know about this. You got to pay attention to me, real quick. I got to take you to my YouTube page. I got to show you this. I don't know how to do this. I'm trying to get my friend Michelle is super freaking smart, and she's gonna help me out here with this. But do you know that if you go to my YouTube page, there's a little magnifying glass, and you can search like T206 or semi-soak or any of the words I say, and it'll pull up the videos because I'm always like, go to my YouTube page. Here, I'll show you. Here's what I usually say. Go to my YouTube page, click on playlists, and then you'll get to the slab cracking or the Wednesday night lives or the creases. Do you guys know that you can just go up here to this little search function and search look, check this out. We'll search soak. And how kick-ass is that? It pulls up all of like the soaking videos. I know that I might sound like the oldest man in the world right now, and that's fine and dandy. But I didn't know. I didn't know that it worked that way. And so for all of you out there that like watching like demonstrations and need to find one, dude, YouTube and just search some keywords, and that shit pops up right away. I was so impressed. I want there to be a spot on my site that's like, type in the card that you want to learn how, and it will like pull up all my videos. You know, I love stuff like that. That's easy. All right. Yeah, right. Brockster Danza wrote, the search option got me through a 9-hour drive to the beach this week. Amen to that, man. So good. I thought that was cool as hell. So I don't know if that was always there or not. Now let me tell you guys something. Oh, I know you are, Shell. That Michelle is my lifelong best buddy and does so much good stuff for Kurt's Card Care, and I appreciate her. It's like I can think of stuff, and she's one of those people that knows how to do it. Wow, all right? So it's like I always thought I like coming up with the ideas, and I'm like, who knows how to do these ideas? Usually Michelle does. So next, let me tell you about what I'm working on. And I'll keep it brief because I'm working on it. It's not for sale. I don't have it available yet. I am very conservative when it comes to anything that I'm going to use or my friends are going to use. And it's not that, I don't want to build it up too much. But when I was talking about, if you guys watched earlier, I think what led me to wanting to make like a scratch remover or try to develop a good one is a couple things. The amount of pictures that you guys send me every single day to my direct messages saying, hey, I got this, you name it, man. It's like baseball cards, basketball cards. TCG is not off the hook. They're pretty damn good at making cards, but mainly chrome style sports cards are littered with like issues. And somebody could tell me, I know that the answer is a lot of money. Like if you go buy, like retail's fun, like if you're with your family or whatever at Target and you're with your kids and you're like, you guys want to open some football cards? Yeah, you get raked over the coals and you buy like $40 box of football cards with like 8 cents worth of football cards inside it, but it's fun. And I get it. It's not always about the value in the box, but when you're paying like what? How much you guys paying for a Prism football box? Like $1,000 or something like that? Or yeah, you guys have sent me these pictures of these super premium quarterback cards that are like of 5 and has scratch across it. It's like enough's enough, you know? But here's the thing. I'm not against scratch removers. I just didn't like the ones that are available in the auto parts section or at O'Reilly's, they're serious, man. Those are for an automotive clear coat. And like an automotive clear coat is actually pretty damn similar to a card. They're both made out of resins. They're both polymers. They're both polyurethanes. But this one is a lot thinner than what's on your F-150, right? So the concept is brilliant. Be able to take out a light swirl or a light line. It's awesome. But I get pictures every day of shiny cards with heavy wear spots on them. And the question is typically, hey, do you know how to get like this? Is this fixable? That's usually the number one. So I'll start out by saying, what do you think it is, man? Is it like a substance or like what is it? Fast forward, usually people say, I tried an over-the-counter scratch remover on some scratches and it cooked the card. And then I will simply say, oh, dude, that sucks. You know, my card polish is non-abrasive. It's easy to use. It won't remove it. Like, it's not a scratch remover, but it's good for cleaning up cards. I'll say that, like, seriously, 20 times a day. And who the heck am I? Like, if I say it 20 times a day, can you imagine other collectors are out there that have the same problems? And they're like, man, I bought a $1,000 box of cards and it has, like, these little faint lines ripping all the way across it. So, I'm like, 2024 Prism, I think, was what really, really pushed me into it because so many of the good ones are screwed up. And then the components of an automotive scratch remover, they're just too heavy duty. They make sense, but they're too heavy duty. And there's a lot of heavy oils in automotive products. And with certain oils, they'll never evaporate. So you get a weirdo spot on your card with, like, if you're using card polish, right, it'll evaporate. But if you're using some sort of, you know, like turtle wax and you get a stain on your card and it stays there like a ranch dressing on your jeans, you know, it's like no matter how many times you wash that damn pair of jeans, that vegetable oil, that ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? So that's my whole concept, you guys. So I'm going to turn this around and I got a whole stack of stuff. We're just going to screw around for a little bit. I've been doing this all day. Yesterday, the day before, the day before, the day before, the day before, the day before. So it's time to bring you guys in on it. And I'm going to show you some stuff, and we'll just see what works and what doesn't. If that's cool with you. And then we'll do that for a little bit, and then I will grab Batman out of there. That's what I'm talking about. So let me turn this thing around, and we'll get rolling. So let me show you guys a couple things. Let's get started with something that, like, I went through all kinds of cards today. As you guys will see, I'm not going to keep you here all night, but here's the stuff I was looking for. Like, we all like slabs, right? But sometimes they get real scuffed up. So you can use this type of stuff on a slab. If we have time, we'll do it. But I was looking for stuff like this, those annoying things like this. And you guys know what I'm talking about, right? These micro scratches. When there's in like little weird spots. Then what else do I have here? Oh, these. Oh, that's more than a micro scratch. But it's good to try. I grabbed stuff that is what I would call permanent. Is what I picked up. That. Things like that, that would be a permanent issue in my mind. Not the thumbprint, but, you know, the little scratches and stuff like that. So I want to start with one of these. And I did grab two, guys. I grabbed a Pokemon because I haven't done a ton of Pokemon practice, but like this card is all like, this kind of has a bunch of like those baby scratches all over it. So just wanted to see if there's a safe way to get something like this out. Now, and I'm not sure how I'd like to use it yet either, because this compound, you guys, that I made is very, let's see, I want to try this one. See, I label, this is my B batch. This is what I want to see. So check this out. Isn't that a cool color? It's like an emulsification. And I have it in here too. So they're both the same thing, but I wasn't sure how I wanted to use it. It's not like liquid, like it doesn't come out. It's a very soft, like, because I bought these because I thought they were cool. Dude, trying to squeeze this thing. If I sold this and sold this to you guys, you'd be like, dude, I can't freaking squeeze it. So if you see that I'm struggling over here, watch. I just want to show you the consistency of the stuff. We'll see how it works. And we'll try a couple things. You guys will do a slab, we'll do that. So like, as you can see, guys, it's not like the card polish. It's an emulsification, it's a cream. But it goes in combination with the card polish. So let me show you what I've been practicing here. So I just use clean, new applicator. And just to give you guys a reminder of what we're doing, is I'm trying to make a product that will remove scratches. You know, card polish is my standard. This stuff is clean, awesome at bringing back the polyurethane, bringing back the shine, removes stickiness, does all the stuff. But sometimes, man, you might just need a little boost or like a little one, like this is 1A and then that's 1B when needed. So let's give it a shot. And the way I've been doing it, guys, is I always use this as an applicator. And I just kind of touch the troubled areas. And then, so like, I know it's small, you guys, because, you know, usually the stuff I work on is so messed up. These are harder to see, but is this a good enough camera angle? Oh, that's a hair. That's not a scratch. But can you guys see like this wear and tear, that fuzz, that stuff? That's what I'm trying to do. So then when I'm using this, I'm constantly moving. And literally, friends, this is what I've been up to for the past couple weeks. And I'm the type of person that will obsess over stuff. And I'm a freaking perfectionist, which doesn't help, which I always try to tell myself, just be a real good. Just be really damn good. But I just cannot think that way sometimes. So I just have been obsessing over this. So I'm excited to show you guys. And I'm excited to show you like the limits and stuff like that, you know, because I've had some really cool test sessions so far. But, you know, when I had something scratched super deep, I couldn't do anything with that either. And like this shy card, there's a couple scratches on it. So I figured let's just give it a shot. We'll see if any of these can remove. And I usually just do a couple passes over, and whatever is going to go away typically goes away pretty quickly. But I'm not going to show you guys yet. Let me just do a couple rounds. So I would like this if it was easier to squeeze, but it's just so freaking hard to squeeze. I just thought it was cool. It'd be easy to ship too. But I'm going to dip in here, guys. It's been a little bit easier to apply. And hang with me for a few minutes, you guys. We'll do a few of these. But it would be really awesome to have a consistent, easy option that you're not going to cook a card with, but you can get a little bit of a, you know, just a little bit of one of these scratches out. The clear coats on these cards are not very thick. So that was like what I had to work with. Be real mindful of that. You know, so, hey, Frank, what's up, man? Good to see you. Cage, what's up, man? Yeah, Cage, fill us in. You got a second to write? I just got a survey. I just saw that survey sent to me before I went live. So you guys, if you don't know Cage, great guy, makes awesome, interesting content, and feel free to go and follow. But I like Cage a lot. So if you're here, Cage, if you want to break it down, take it away, because I'm just doing a couple applications of some polish here. But I'll give Cage a second if he's available to fill you guys in. But the skin, I'll wait a second. I want to see if I can make this look any better. The main issue I had on this one was a scratch right by his face. And then a bunch of little ones. Okay, so check this out, you guys. On this card, I would say overall pretty damn good, but the one by his face wouldn't go away. So let me show you. All of those little ones in that area wiped right out. sharp one like that, that looks like it's just too deep. Kind of what I would expect. Okay? But that real noisy area right down there. And then what I'll do next, you guys, is just go over, just use my standard card polish as a finishing coat and just tighten it up. And this card had, 5, 6 little blemishes on the front. And check this out, you guys. Like in normal card care fashion, it's not always black and white. Do I wish that I could show you that every single one of those went away? Yeah, but let's be real. If you got something too sharp in there, but look at that, man. You can see it's like a mirror now. Couldn't get that one. We got more. We're just doing tests, all right, guys? So let's keep on rocking this. And you see, guys, no damage. No damage. I think that just the strength of some of the scratch removers out there, man, are so strong, and people will try to do this, and then you get a big old bird's nest, or you end up scratching the card worse, So let's get that one out of the way. What else do we got over here? All right, this one is unique. This one's real bad, and I got scratches all over it. But I want to do something because so you guys, Cage just jumped back on with the data. The company, you guys, that the PSA group decided to do a survey that says, would you pay PSA $3 for an upcharge to clean your card for you? How about that? How about that? Yep. That's I'm glad I could teach PSA a few things, they're pretty original, man. I mean, that's but we'll see, you know what I mean? My big thing is it's cool to take care of your cards and clean them up. And that's why we're here, but yeah, that was something that I saw interesting. A movement I started from my basement. I love it. And I'll be here every day making a cool card video, so that's fun. But here's what I want to do, you guys, on this one. Same thing. This one is really, really scuffed up. Yeah, I mean, I would be down with, helping them out. I don't know. I feel like that they're weird to me. I've tried to reach out to their customer. The owners have reached out to me before, years ago. And if you guys are wondering what the heck this stuff is, I developed a scratch remover that I'm trying to use to remove some scratches. And so instead of testing by myself, I'm testing with you guys. But a couple years ago, one of the dudes reached out to me and asked me some questions, and I was real polite. I figured all the years I sent, submissions and stuff to PSA, I figured that they were a fan of, or not a fan, that's stupid to say. I figured that, taking care of your cards is always fine because there was never an issue. But when then they were asked about card care, they played all silly, what about 10 years from now? It might fall apart, something stupid like that. I was like, typical suits, you know what I mean? Coming up with problems for solutions, but then I knew it would happen. But you know what? If they wanted to get the 411, they don't got anybody on their team that's worked on more cards than me, So if they ever wanted to talk or whatever, I would treat them just like my normal customers. I would answer them and I would help them out, But yeah, you know what I mean? Whatever. I never really, I always thought grading companies were cool because I like getting my cards graded, but ever since running my company and then kind of having them lump what I do as altering, but nobody can ever call it out or notice it, but it's altering. Bullshit. So it's I'll fit into your narrative as long as you want, and then until you want to sell it yourself, right? And then it's okay. But I'm glad I showed you how to do it, PSA. And but let's hopefully the scratch cream works the best, you know what I mean? And, oh, sorry, Denver. I saw you asked me a question I didn't look up yet. Yeah, I'll go back and forth. That's for sure. When on my tests here with it, Denver, I've been going back and forth with my scratch cream and the card polish, because the card polish does such a nice job of, bringing out that natural shine in there. But if I can get those little suckers out of there and then card polish it, it should look pretty good. I won't get stuck on this one too long, yes, but it actually came really nice way. Let me show you this. And this was just me yakking with you guys and trying to read comments and look at it at the same time. But that's pretty good. There's some permanent stuff. Look at that, won't come out. That's a little too deep in there. But that's what I would expect, you guys. That's the types of, you can even see the reflection in the card now. Those get a bow to them as the years go by. All right. Want to do a Pokemon card? I want to try one of those. Oh, you guys, I just made a few of these today, and but I've made a bunch of batches. I've thrown away more stuff this week than I've normally ever throw away. But I've been just going through. It's I'll make something and then I'll tweak it, and I like the new batch so much better. I'll throw away the rest, and but I'm just looking at the questions real quick. And thanks, Cage. I appreciate you dropping the headline. But it just, the thing is, I always know that every single hobby in the world has a restoration arm. I thought it was so strange that people would say, you shouldn't clean your cards. Just let them stay dirty and let glue and gum stains stay on them for years. No. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. And nobody with a straight face, anybody that even tells me that, you hook them up to a lie detector test, they'd fail. It's because it's a lie. So, when people say stuff out loud, they'll continue to back it up for the rest of their life. You know what I mean? But let me keep on rolling here, you guys. So let me see if I missed anybody. I'm sorry if I missed anybody. I'm having fun over here. But let's do a Pokemon. So I also want to do this one, and then we'll do a slab. And then we got to get Batman and Robin out, okay? Batman and Robin's in there. Let's do a Pokemon and a slab, and then... Sorry, I'm just having a good time. Ben, your football card will be fine. You'll be fine. We'll be done. I'll be done here in a few minutes. But here's something else, you guys. No factory scratches, but very dry and old holographic with very cloudy, right? So, so let me, these holographics come out so nice. So I just want to see if I could bring this one back to life. It's a good looking card. And it didn't have any really, doesn't have any dents, doesn't have any wrinkles. It's for me, it's mint condition. But I wanted to clean up this holographic with you guys tonight to show you kind of how quickly, when you just do this with these, makes them look like they're brand new again, man. Super cool look. And I swear, it's when we had these all brand new, we didn't appreciate them as much. But, it's when you can bring them back to look like this, you're like, oh, look at this. Let's take a look. It's brilliant. Really, really nice. Yep, I like that a lot. And check it out. This you guys, this is still, if anybody, because I had a great comment right here. The new paste looks easier to use. The classic polish always seems to dry out fast. Here's what I want you to do. If anybody finds this paste dry, you need to go like this. I need you to go all the way around every time you open it up, because this stuff right here, that card polish should be like butter. It should just go on simple, easy. Keep the lid on tight, and it should just go on super smooth and super easy, okay? But this was a good one. I freaking love these old school Pokemon cards. Like, look at the sky. Look at the chrome in the sky. Simple things like that, man. How cool is that? You know, I love that. I love that. If you guys got time, hang with me for just for another second. This one was bugging me because I had a lot of stuff like this in it. I don't know if the new scratch stuff I made is good on this, but let's try it. Because, I mean, I gotta show you guys what it's capable of, you know what I mean? If everything looks like a freaking home run, I hate companies that have every single thing looks like Pinterest. Like, it's gonna be perfect, you know? You know? So let me, just want to see if I can get this out. This looked like it had wear on it. Like, it didn't look like factory, but the thing was, I'm the one that opened all these. And it's not like I, like, touch them or anything. I think this was the year that, like, John Morant, I think this is a 18 card or 19 card when Morant and Zion were rookies. And I thought that my base Zion cards were going to buy me a new truck or something like that. You guys remember that? Oh, sorry, I got a question. Brock. Yeah, you know, Brock, I definitely have a chemical background. That is something that I've always loved. I love chemicals. I like, you know, how some people like to cook, you know, follow recipes. Like my wife. My wife is one of the best damn cooks you'll ever meet. My sister-in-law is has a bakery, man. That lady can make any damn thing you want. I've always liked chemicals. And kind of like knowing how to use them. And I picked that up from my dad, who was a very smart guy when it came to chemicals, and he was a great mechanic. And just, he knew his shit. And it was just something that I always picked up. Yep. And then now it's like my wife is smart as hell. She's smarter than me, but she lets me hang out with her too. But look at this. Hold on. This is a good one. I'm excited, you guys, if you can't tell. Because I do like chemicals. I like products. I like making cool stuff that doesn't exist. And I like being able to demo it with you guys. So you guys are so kick-ass for being here and watching this. Watching me figure out how to do this. To Tanker Dave, it is not a dumb question at all, but it is my pleasure to send your card care stuff to the military base. Absolutely. You know, shout out to all the soldiers, active duty, and those veterans, man. From the bottom of my heart, you guys, appreciate you so much, and thank you, man, for kicking ass for guys like me that can make card care products while you're out there like defending our asses and putting your neck on the line. Sincerely, thank you. I'm going to show you this one right now, you guys. This was, I think, the best one so far. So that's why I showed off the, the anti-scratch cream today, because I think it's needed, man. I think that, like everybody with the 24 prisms and stuff like that, card polish rocks, and it's going to be the final coat. But sometimes you just got to do a first coat. Check that out, man. That would be one of the best ones so far. I just want to make sure I don't got any hairs on there. I'm being a perfectionist, I'm sorry, but... And here's my takeaways, you guys, what I've learned with this. Keep it moving. I consider a cycle, like, counting to, like, 15 in my head. So if you noticed, I was doing this for about 15 seconds, and then I'll stop and look, because that's what I do. That's just... And my wife and I have been in the freaking laboratory for days working on this. And check it out, baby. It looks good. That's a good one, man. All right. Sweet, you guys. Thanks for watching. Those are just some streaks. Yeah, that was the best one. All right. So now, you guys, I'm going to do one slab real quick. I know I'm going long tonight, but if you don't mind, I'm having fun. And I want to do this a little bit more. Here's another legit thing. You guys, how many times do you have a nice card that has a slab that like looks like it was a coaster, you know? So let's see if I can just show you guys. It's just crappy, you know what I mean? So let me show you this. So then I would do the same thing for a slab. And then for the slab, I'll show you. I did change up one thing for the slab. I'll put the scratch care, you know, all over it. And then I'll just do, you know, my kind of standard tight circles all over it. Michelle, did you use your slabs as coasters all the time? I guess you could. Do you know that, like, when Andre Drummond came to the Pistons, if you guys know who this guy is, man, I just thought that he was going to be like, and, you know, he had a really impressive NBA career, but never like a major stud, you know? Oh, thanks, guys, for saying, you know, you like the way it's looking so far. I do, too. Now, you guys, it's going to be real specific. It's going to be like chrome, maybe the square of Pokemon. But, you know, it's not this card polish, good for everything. This is going to be very specific. Light scratch remover for chrome cards. You know, but I know and I hear it loud and clear from all of my modern card collectors, like, come up with something better. Come up with something, you know. What can we do? You know, some of the stuff sucks that we use. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm trying, you know. So I really feel comfortable with this so far. I'm going to show you this in a second, you guys. But you know me, I like to show it to you when it looks good. Let's do one more round. But this is nice on the slabs. I had like 3 of them earlier that I did. And I was like, I should save these for my show tonight. But I was having a good time. Yeah, Danny, like, they asked if I could do a repair on a Pokemon Dent. Absolutely. So we're doing one tonight. It's right now, it's in the stage where it's being held. And it's like rehabbing. And I'm going to have a follow-up for you probably tomorrow. But if you want to, Danny, watch something that's more complete, if you go to my YouTube page, I have a playlist called TCG. And it will show you all, like, the dent removals. So you guys ready? Like, what'd that take me? A minute, right? Look at that. That's the best scratch remover I've ever used on a slab. And it makes me proud that we made it. So, kick ass, right, you guys? Because, like, if you look at the back, you'll see that how scratched up and shitty it was. And now look at the front. Not scratched up and shitty anymore. So that was cool, man. Thanks for watching, you guys. I like that one too. So I'm gonna continue to. I'm gonna get this stuff to work so you guys don't have to use Meguiar's Scratch X, and I'm gonna make it at an affordable price point. I'm gonna try to keep it around $20. All right, so I'm gonna do my best. I just gotta figure it out all out. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it affordable. I promise you guys. And I bet you can probably do. I mean, it's an ounce. I bet you could probably do 100 cards out of that thing. So want to keep it affordable, and now you guys will have a solid option to work on your slabs and to work on your plastic cards, and you're not gonna cook a hole in it with like a scratch remover that was made for a automobile. Love the concept, because that's what inspired me, and that's what led me down these paths. But just too much horsepower, too much juice, too much, you know. And I hopefully I think I'll save a lot of cards, because I have had some really nice chrome cards, pictures sent to me that are cooked from somebody. And that, you guys, you always hear me say this, I use no pressure on any of that. Let the products work for you. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to get your I understand if you guys are, if I got workers on here and I got car guys and truck guys on here, I know when you're working on your vehicle, you got to put a little muscle into it. But the clear coat on your vehicle, you guys, is that thick. You know, you got to put a little muscle into it. The clear coat on a chrome card is like that thick. So you just got to give it a little gentle wipe and you're cool. You know what I mean? So let's get our Batman card out. All right. So let's take a look at this one. So hot tub time machine, we'll scoot over. Let's bring the lights over here. I need to get prepared to dry this thing. So I need this. This. A chamois. Okay, I think I got everything, you guys. Let's get our old Batman and Robin card out and see how... Let's see if we need to do some stuff to it. Because I remember... It seemed like a whole show ago that I seen this card. But it's still there. Oh, it's dirty too. Yep, we got to go in manually, guys. We got to clean it. Because not everything has lifted off. But we can do it. We can do it. All right, so here's what I'm seeing, you guys. We still got that crap in there, but we got tools. So I'm going to use a brand new brush. I need to get it saturated. Do not put a dry brush on the back of this, you guys. You will rip it off so much. So you'll rip it off quick. So here's what I want to do. I want you to see what I'm seeing. So let's start with Batman over here. Oh, you know what? The blue is gone. Check it out. There was blue writing in there. Fantastic. Yeah, Mr. Freeze, it is a heat pad under the bath. That's what makes it the hot tub time machine. So you guys, if you're just watching, this is the hot tub time machine. And it makes the card spray warm so I can easily get this shit off the back. Watch this. So like you see all this stuff right here? I'm just going to go... How cool is that, right? Light-handed, guys and girls. Light-handed. I am not scrubbing. I'm just dragging this thing across. And if you can see, it looks like all this crap is coming off. Now I just want to tap over these stains. And then when I tap over all these stains, you guys, we can take it out. I think it's going to look good, man. It must have been ink in his hands, guys, because I had, there was blue, he had his blue hat, his hands were blue, and then the word Batman was in blue. Okay, tools. I need my dental scaler. Look at this bucket of fun. Nice. Dude. How cool are these? All right, hold on. I've got to put it down. And then we're going to dry it off. This one's going to come out so well, you guys. Like I'm excited to see this one. How nice. Let me just dry off the remaining moisture. This part, you guys, I'm just tapping. Just going to tap the remaining moisture up. This is so fun, you guys. I love Batman and Robin cards. I've never, I think this is the messiest one I've had. And it's just so fun to see such a good turnaround. I want to show you guys where we started. If you guys weren't here, I'm going to pull up a couple before pictures. So check this out. I know we got a lot to do. We got to dry it and everything. But this thing, it had wax stains. Look at the corners and edges. Even that shake card, I was left with that, remember? But man, all that other crap got out of there. All right, I'm getting sidetracked, but look at, this is what it's like hanging out with me. I'll see something different, and I'll be like, oh, must look at something new. Look at this. I'm proud of that. And you know what I'm proud of? It's easy. Any of you guys at home that have this card right now, if you just had the card spray and a little soak tray, you'd have done the exact same thing. Mike, what's up, big guy? Good to see you. You're late for class, Mike. You're probably working on 20 cards at once or something, I'm sure. Dude, cool collectibles. I'm the one that showed you the Batman sets. Aren't they awesome? I think my buddy Robert showed me the Batman sets recently. Or look at this, you guys. Look at this. I cannot wait for this to dry. That's where we had this thing. The whole back was crusty, and I used a brush. There we go. That was the blue in the Batman. No more blue. And then, yeah, see the hands and his hat, and then those stains by his legs? Yeah, that I did buy this whole set, and I got I got one whole set off eBay, and then I got another whole set of these, well, partial set of these, here garage sailing. I bought a whole box of old 60s and 70s stuff. So let me get a chamois, you guys, because I'm gonna have to hold the card for the night and let it dry, which is cool. And I'm gonna put the chamois on the back. And I know you guys, tonight I went a little bit longer than usual. Thanks for being here, and thanks for watching. I just had a ton of stuff to cover with you, and I love doing this with you guys. So thank you for joining my. Thanks for taking a look inside my brain here with me tonight. All right, let's put a pad on the bottom. I'm looking for a clean card pad. I got like a million of them, but no clean ones near me. All right, we're going to put another clean one on top. And here's what I'm going to do. Oh, I'm going to turn this phone. So I'm going to find some clips. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I need. I need 4 of these. So I'm going to hold Batman for the night. It's almost like 11. It's like 11:20, my time at least. So what I'm going to do is probably be up at least until midnight. At midnight, I'm going to take the chamois off, and I'm going to put a new one on overnight, because this chamois is going to pull out a bunch of moisture real quick. And I don't need it to sit on there for 8-9 more hours or whatever until I get up and come look at it. So I'm going to trade this out at like midnight so I can have a dry one for the night. All right. So now it was a busy night, you guys, and thank you so much for joining. Let me just take a look up here if I missed anything. Yeah, you guys, I see everybody on fire with their stuff and like your projects and all the stuff you're doing, you guys. Thanks, man. I'm glad that I can inspire you and show you some ways to like make your hobby a little bit more fun, a little bit more interesting. And I thank you guys for like always like asking me all these questions and showing me the stuff that you're into and what you're working on and everything, because it really pushes me to like come up with cool stuff, and just keep going. It's a fun relationship, and I'm gonna have to follow up with you guys because obviously this one looks good now, but it's got to dry. What else did we do? The scratch tests. I'm going to show you the result of the. I'm going to show you the results of the dent on the Pokemon we worked on. Mr. Freeze asked, "Do you have a deadline for the scratch remover? When that will be available?" I want to ask you guys something, if you guys don't mind, since you guys are my crew. Would you rather have the scratch remover in a 1-ounce tin like this that you can like wipe in? And now remember, it's a lot softer. Which I don't know if that really matters or anything like that. So would you rather, so everybody that's on here, if you don't mind, just vote. Even if you don't want to buy any, it's fine. But like, Do you like the little 10? This damn plastic is way too freaking hard, but like, or do you like this where you could squirt out a little bit at a time? If you guys don't mind, that's just my last question for the night. Does anybody have a preference? So Mr. 10 for sure, Mr. Freeze. If anybody has a preference, let me know. Okay, Denver 10, 10, 10, that's 4 tens. Okay, all right, answers that question. Why do I have to think about it when my crew tells me what they want? So simple as that. 10 it is. The only thing that might happen to you guys, which would be very easy, is isn't that awesome? That's how it works. Like, I can just get out of the way and ask you guys what you want. You know, that's easy for me. I'm liking the 10 too, because it's easy. It's easy to use. I loved the idea of this, but it's tough. So a couple things I got to do to get this on sale, you guys. And maybe I'll have a couple of them, you know what I mean? Like, but it's, but my wife makes me laugh. All the boys said, we'll take the 10. My wife goes, I like the squirt bottle. Brandy picked out the squirt bottle. It's a good idea, honey. I like the squirt bottle too. I'll use it, okay? But I think you guys as little as a couple weeks. As little as a couple weeks. Behind the scenes, there's a lot of testing of this stuff going on, because I don't just come up with something and just be like, put it on the website. You know what I mean? I like to like test the heck out of it, so I am prepared. You know what I mean? So we're close. We're very close. So I'd say a couple weeks, you guys. And I'm happy with it. I'm comfortable with it. You know, it's just stick to Chrome. I think you could dabble a little bit on some Pokemon stuff, but stick to Chrome, stick to plasticky stuff, and it literally works better than anything that I've used to get little swirls and stuff out of plastics. And we just spent a lot of time building it and putting it together. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Sorry for keeping you so long, but I'm going to follow up tomorrow with some follow-ups on these, and I'll get this going into production as fast as I can. I'll wrap up, you guys, with what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it recovery. All right. So I feel like even earlier in the show, we talked about addiction. We talked about hurts, habits, hangups. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I struggled with alcohol for years. So I'm almost going on 7 years in recovery. And so I'm calling this recovery because my recovery helped me start this card care company. And the recovery also takes care of the card surface. So it's a big thing for me. It's just kind of like it means a lot, you know. So I hope that it helps you recover your cards so they aren't scratched up and beat up. And it recovers your slabs and all that stuff too. All right, so that's what I'm going to call it, and we will have it available ASAP. But until next time, man, take care of yourself, take care of your cards, take care of somebody else. Because we're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. I'll see you guys soon. Next Wednesday for sure, but I'm sure I'll talk to you before then. See you guys.